guys, James here today, and welcome to the build and buy overview of The Sims 4 Vampires game pack. Now, as full disclosure, in case I give any opinions on anything, EA gave me the code for this game, so I received it from them. So any opinions, just be aware that, you know, they gave me the game. So if I say, oh, that's awesome, and you don't believe me, that's up to you. Or if I say, that's crap, and you don't believe me, again, that's up to you. I mean, I just want to let you know. So, yeah. Anyway, so everything you see pretty much before you right now is from the new game pack. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited because there's a lot of new build mode stuff. So right here, let me actually jump into build mode. It'll make a lot more sense. I guess let's start with like the foliage. So I'm actually really excited by the new trees that we've got. So we've got a bunch of these sort of dead looking trees like this. We've got this huge one, first of all, a bunch of dead looking trees, which we haven't had in the game at all yet, which has annoyed me in the past when I'm trying to do like a spooky build or something like that. I mean, this will pair, I think, pretty well with the spooky stuff pack or whatever it was called, just because a lot of the items can either be spooky or they can just be Victorian, which is actually really, really handy. So we've got that tree there. We've got this larger version of it here. Does it have any colors? No, these don't have colors. And then we have this smaller dead looking tree as well. So we got some nice, you know, just dead looking stuff. We got a little fern here, a little fern. Some of these things have colors. That's why I'm just checking because I wasn't actually sure. So none of these do, but they're just more dead kind of looking stuff. It's just really kind of creepy, to be honest. A lot of this stuff can actually be really useful as well, because if we move it onto, like, scale it up like this, you can just get a lot more ground coverage with one piece, which is really, really nice, actually. It works quite well. That's something that's kind of a bit of a theme throughout this pack. I've noticed a lot of stuff that makes sense to scales up really well. And I'll show you what I mean when we get into it a bit more. And then we also have this tree here, which I believe this one does have a recolor. Yeah, so this one can either just be sort of a more normal looking tree, or, you know, maybe more autumn styled tree there as well, which is quite useful. So I guess moving on away from the foliage now, we have the fences. I really, really love this new big sort of iron fencing that we have here. Iron Victorian fence, a bunch of different colors. So you can make it look as nice as you want, or you can make it look as old and dilapidated as you want, really. So it's like this sort of brown one as well. So there's a lot of different colors. That's something that's really handy, is there's a lot of different colors and variations and all these things. We also do have a matching gate to this one. This is the only new gate we get, but I gotta say, this gate is actually awesome, because we do have a few other large gates, I believe. Like, how big? No, it's not that big. I don't think any of the other gates are actually that big. So this one, because it's a 4-tile gate, you can see that what I am like immediately imagined was building some sort of mansion, like some huge, I don't know, Victorian style mansion or something. You have this huge gate out the front. It's kind of creepy, but at the same time, it would be like a really nice road gate, you know, so for a driveway or something like that, which was really, really nice. So I quite liked that. And again, of course, that just comes in the matching colors. Look at the oh, I love that with like the gold on it, the white and the gold. It looks sweet. Oh, that's the thing behind it. Whoops. And of course, you can see there's matching windows. Anyway, so we'll move on over here. We have a few other little fences, some iron railings here. I believe these all come with similar recolors, if not the same sort of sets. So we've got the white and the gold as well. So it can actually pair pretty nicely with all the stuff that they've included, which is really, really handy. And then of course we have this one as well, which I think doesn't have quite the same colors because it is like a wooden fence and not an iron one. But lots of beautiful recolors. Then we have a more stone looking one, concrete, sorry, I should say, fence here as well. All of which I think are pretty nice and are definitely going to be super useful for building Victoria. I think this gate is, I've got to build a house with this gate at some point. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, we got these new fences right here. Then I guess we'll look at the columns because they kind of go hand in hand with fences. So we have a couple new columns. We have this one on the left, which has a few recolors there. It's standard white and black, and then a few other colors in the middle. And then we have the one over here on the right, which has a few more colors, which I think is more the one designed to go with those fences because it has like sort of more of the trim. Ooh, we get really dirty ones. No, oh, look at that. Filthy. That's awesome. I like that, actually. I haven't gone through all of these recolors yet, but I have looked at all the items. And then we do actually finally have a new spandrel. We haven't had one since Get Together. I really wish we had more of these spandrels. And I wish that any of them were modern, because none of these are like a modern looking sort of spandrel, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, so this is our new one there, which is quite nice. Would go well with the Victorian theme once again. So moving back over this way now, we'll look at the windows next. So we have 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'll get rid of this fence because we don't need this anymore. We've seen it, I believe. So we have these windows here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new windows, all come with a variety of recolors. You can make them look as dark and dirty as you want, or you can make them look as clean and modern as you want as well. And then these windows, I think these ones are pretty cool. I don't know where I'm going to use them though, but I think they look pretty cool. From the inside, actually, these ones, you know, are just a nice window frame, which I think looks pretty nice. And then so we have a couple of these stone windows as well right there. So those are the windows there. Over here we have the doors as well, the matching door that goes along with the night. Look at that, black and gold. Actually, this black and gold and also the white and gold colors would pair really well with vintage glamour stuff. There's actually, I noticed a lot of kind of crossover in this one as well, and I'll get into more of that later. There's a few other items that I think would go well with vintage glamour stuff. So these doors have lots of recolors as well, which is nice. The more recolors, the better, really. Still wish we just could choose a color, or we could choose the colors separately. So have like a swatch for the frame and a swatch for the door. I mean, there's a lot of better ways they could have done swatches in The Sims 4. And, you know, we can still hold out hope that maybe one day... Anyway, actually, this door is really cool. I really love this, just because of the size of the door. It's... Like, it just... Like, I know we have other big doors as well, like this one here. And then there's, like, this one here is also a 3-wide door. This is a huge door. But for some reason, this door feels bigger. Because it just... Like, you look at this door and you're like... Man, that's a hefty door. Like, it's got all this stonework around it. Got these, like, really, I guess... the heavy-looking doors. Like, it looks like it'd have a real clunk to it when you close it, you know? Like, it looks really cool. And then the matching archway to go with it as well. So we have a bunch of recolors on that. Can be nice and dirty, or it could be nice and clean, which is quite good. So those are the doors and the windows. Now, I guess oh, you know what? Actually, the stairs. So there's no new stairs, but there's new railings for the stairs. So the railings to match the fences, which is nice. Glad that they did that. I never really understood, to be honest, why they did fences and railings separately. Like, I don't understand why you can't just go into a fence, select it, and then just hover over the stairs and it would change it. Like, I don't really understand why we need a separate category. Like, I get it in terms of, like, obviously these are modeled differently. Like, they're different models than it would be on the ground, which is fine. But why can't I just intuitively switch between the models when you... I don't know. Okay, I'm getting into, like, technical stuff that it's got nothing to do with this pack. But anyway, just as a general, like, by thought of The Sims 4, I don't really get why there needs to be separate railings and fences. Like, I understand in some cases having, like, a fence like this on the stairs would be ridiculous, but it would be pretty funny too. And I'd be down for that. Anyway, just a little bit of feedback for any of the team watching, so get on it. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Now, over here. We'll go over here because you might have seen some things on the walls here as well. We've got a bunch of new ivy and little things, bramble cling, and a bunch of just things that can grow on walls. And these have a bunch of recolors too. I love the red one, actually. That's really, really nice. And of course, these can scale up quite well. That's something I said earlier. A lot of these items that they've added as like decorative pieces can be scaled really, really nicely. Like this, as you can see, scales up perfectly to a 2x2. Or it can be 1x1, and you can really just perfectly layer them in, and they all fit in really, really nicely. And then, of course, we have this one over here, which is a slightly different size. This does have colors. So red and the sort of lighter yellow as well. So these can all sort of match in together. I don't know if these had colors. They do. Again, looks like they can sort of match in with these ones, which is really nice. So just a variety of different brambles and sort of ivy that grow on the wall, all the sort of matching colors, all, you know, sufficiently kind of creepy, which is really good. So you can make really creepy, dank looking places. Not dank like memes, but like dank as in dirty. I mean, you could make dank meme places, I guess, if you wanted to. I mean, it's possible. So those are all the new sort of wall climbers and ivy and all that kind of stuff. I think we got all of them up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be 7 of them. Do we have 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Well, I think you get the idea. I think we do. 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be a 7th somewhere. Oh, well, either way, look, I think you get the idea. Right, and then we have a few... actually, this piece is really cool. And this guy here, what is he? The gargoyle's head. Is it? Howl, sorry. Yeah, so these, I think, are going to be really, really handy. Like, you could get a bunch of these sort of... on the bottom side of a building, and then you'd build on top of that. So I guess you'd probably remove the roof eave. And by the way, if you want a building tutorial, to know, because I'm doing a lot of stuff really quickly at the moment, but I do have a very, very great, if I do say so myself, tutorial on how to build. So can recommend checking it out. Let me make it a bit smaller, drag that along. It's moved my gargoyle. But anyway, the point is, see now that sort of they hold up that upper floor. It's kind of what you could do with it, which is I think is really, really cool. And I believe these also scale up very nicely too. So then, like, because it scales up perfectly, you can see it scales up to 2 squares instead of 1. Like, I don't know, I'm going to assume that they did all of these things on purpose, like to make them be able to scale really, really well in certain situations, which is really awesome. So we got those guys. We have another little wall fountain. We had one of these in... perfect patio? No, romantic garden stuff. We had like a little wall fountain kind of looking thing, and now we have another one. I don't think it's... Is it actually... I don't know if it actually animates. I guess we can find out. Nah, just a decoration. Okay, so it's just a static piece. But yeah, so we've got another little wall fountain here. We had one from... I guess it's not in this category, but whatever. Yeah, so we had one before, so we've got another little one that you can put up. Again, nice scaling. You can make it a lot bigger. Actually fits that window like perfectly. Huh. Yeah, it scales up really nicely. Then we have this beautiful looking guy. Hang on, let me just go into live mode, because then we can just get the camera like this. And this beautiful gargoyle kind of thing. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. There's some really, really cool like statue. There's a whole bunch of stuff over here that we're going to go check out in a minute. So this one is pretty sweet. It is a hanging werewolf, wall jumper. Now, let me just actually go down a bit so the camera stops jumping around. Again, a lot of different recolors, which is really, really nice. There's a bunch of different colors on all of these items for the most part, so you can really mix it up. All right, so then we have a few new roof decorations as well. Like we have this new little dormer window, which I think looks pretty sweet. If you have, well, okay, our roof's not quite at the right angle. If we make it a little bit steeper, whoops, then it will actually join in properly. And again, bunch of recolors. Then we have this werewolf gargoyle on the roof. Again, sort of matching stone work recolors. And then, what is this? The finial roof vent. All right. So this would probably... Okay, well, because I've got move objects on, it's kind of floating above the roof. So it's not supposed to do that, obviously. So you can put it there. Yeah, nice. All right, so that's that kind of stuff there. Oh, we have a couple of new freezers that you can place around the edges of the building. The first time we've ever got new freezers, actually. Look at that. Cool. Like, along the same lines as having new spandrels, which we never get. We never get new freezers, except for now. Can we get some more? Thanks, guys. Just, like, because all of these, like, are super... I don't know, super still. Like, that... You can't use these on a modern house. Is like... Just, I don't know. We just need more variety. Anyway, like, that's good that we have more now, which is pretty awesome. So we've got a couple of new freezers here and there. Let me just make that white so it's easier to see as well. Beautiful. Look at that. All right. Then we have some new wallpapers, I guess we'll go to next. So we got this one around the building. This is just the main sort of color I use, which is quite, like, spot on, like this kind of creepy... old mansion-y kind of looking Victorian house theme. And then the matching bricks here with the trims on the edge as well, if you would prefer that. Then we also have a few interior wallpapers and flooring here. Just a quick overview. Obviously, they all have a bunch of different colors as... Where the hell is this one? Oh, there. They all have a bunch of different colors, which is really, really nice. Actually, you know what I'll do? We'll just jump over to yeah. So, now, what I was saying before about this pack tying in with... vintage glamour stuff is these walls here. Look, you see that? Look how shiny the walls are. Like these three in particular. I don't think those two are. I can't really tell. But these three here are like really shiny walls. And you'll remember we got a bunch of shiny walls from vintage glamour stuff as well, which, I don't know. Like some of these are really, really nice actually. Like they can go in a lot of situations, not just a vampire's house, which is nice. But you can make them sufficiently creepy and sufficiently purple and shiny. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know how often I'll use these though. I'll probably use them in that one's actually pretty nice because it's just the white and it's like super subtle unless it catches the light. That's kind of cool. And then that similar thing there. And then this one, I like this one. I use that in the thumbnail of my Let's Play actually. If you look at the Let's Play thumbnail, you'll see this little pattern in the background. Really like that one. I don't know where I'll use it though. And then some nice new floorings. Well, maybe not that color scheme, but there's some more subtle ones. There's some more subtle ones, or you can go like full on, which I think some of these actually might go well in my hotel build, which I haven't actually finished yet. I'll be getting on that soon. Actually, I really like this one because this will be a nice outdoor new stone pattern with a ton of recolors, which is really, really nice. Because a lot of the time, none of these stones come with that many colors. Like this has 3, but they're all kind of the same. That has none. That has none. This has like a billion, which is awesome. Really appreciate that. And this is my favorite flooring from the pack by far, because we don't have any diagonal flooring in the game, like a continual diagonal flooring. We have like this, which is sort of back and forth diagonal. And then there was another one. This one as well. And then there was this. But there's no... So, the reason this is my favorite one, not only is it... Look at this way. Catching the light a little bit. You can see it shines a little bit. Oh, there it is. It's shiny wooden flooring, which is tick number 1. Tick number 2 is that it has plenty of different color choices. So you can make it look how you like, which is awesome. But number 3, or like the biggest for me, is that now when I build a diagonal room, which I've done quite a few times in some builds, the flooring won't look ridiculous. Because when you look inside a diagonal room, it doesn't necessarily... hang on, let me just grab some windows and that. You can't necessarily tell that it's a diagonal room. Let's grab these windows because they're the new ones. There you go. Don't mind the actual placement of them. It's just to get some light. Yeah, so when you look in here, like if you're taking a picture or something or just playing the game, you can't necessarily tell that this is on a diagonal. And when you put in like a regular wood floor like this, and then you look at it, you're like, oh, well... In reality, no one's ever going to lay like a floor like that in their house. Well, I mean, I guess you could if you really wanted to, but I don't think you are. And now that we have this, finally, look. Oh, it really just makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy that Can we get more of these, please? Please. It's so good. The only problem I have with it, I guess, is that it doesn't particularly match any other wood. Kind of could match this one, maybe. So the thing is, I guess the problem I have with it, they should have done 2 versions of it. Unless this has... Like, this will match in tone, but... Damn. Can you guys... Really, really love it. Can you do a version that's just normal too? Because then you could have it throughout the house and it would look good. Anyway, yeah, so... But that is awesome. I'm so happy that we have that. Finally! Yeah! Sorry, let me just get rid of that. So, yeah, up to this flooring now that that's quickly showed. I also really love this, because this one, to me... Looks like it really reminds me of The Sims 1. They had like this sort of wooden flooring that kind of looked like that. Maybe it was Sims 2. Maybe it was both. But really reminds me of that. And I really appreciate that one too. It's really nice. So those are all the new floors and wallpaper. Then there's a lot of new items, which is pretty sweet. I think my favorite new items are these guys. All of these wall decals. These are the best things. Oh, you know what? I really appreciate these. I kind of wish that they had just patched this into the base game, though. Like these little wall... Can I not grab the wall texture as an eyedropper? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of wish they patched them into the base game, because I'm going to probably use them quite a lot. Well, I mean, not all my houses are going to be dilapidated, but still. So each of these are, like every one that you see here, are individual pieces that you can move around, and you can scale them up. Again, we're scaling up. Works really, really nicely. So if we go to, I believe they're in decorations, wall decorations. And then there's a whole bunch of them somewhere. Maybe it's not wall decorations. No, I guess it's not. Where is it? Miscellaneous? I actually don't know where to find them. Clutter? No. Oh, it's art. I might have personally categorized them as wall decorations rather than artwork, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. It would have been nice to have these in the base game so that everybody could use them. Do they have different colors? No. But yeah, they scale up really, really nicely, which is beautiful. Like, you can have a huge wall that's just cracked and destroyed, which is pretty awesome. I do really love these items, but like I said at the beginning, I have my criticisms from time to time, and while these are amazing, and the cobwebs as well. I really love the cobwebs too. I'm just upset that not everybody can use these. But I guess that's more reason to buy the pack. Buy the pack. Buy it now. I am a sellout. No, I'm not. But yeah, it would be nice to have them for everyone. Really like the cracks though. Like, all of these are really, really cool. And I put them on a blank wall just to show that you can sort of put them on anything. Like, if you chuck up just a wall like this, you know, you can just see that they look really good on pretty much any wall. Like, it genuinely looks like, you know, the wall has chipped away or has been scratched or there's a crack in the wall or something like that. It just looks pretty sweet. I don't really know why there'd be wood behind those stonework, but it still works, right? Oh, it's kind of hard to see some of those on there. But I guess that makes sense because there's all stonework. But yeah, no, they work really, really well. And I really like them. Just wish everybody could use them, I guess. So there's a bunch of cobwebs and all that kind of stuff there. We've got a few new wall decorations as well. This one is pretty damn colorful. Has a nice little plumb bob in the middle on some of them. This, again, like a lot of this stuff, like I was saying earlier, can be scaled up really nicely and it still looks really, really good, which is a big bonus. Then we have some nice artwork here as well. A few little frames, a bunch of different variations and all that. And these ones here. Like you can have them, see, they kind of creepy on that. And then there's like more, I guess, more regular looking Sims. Not as much, but they're all different varieties. There's that wall fountain again. I don't know why I have two of those. We've got a new little shelf there. And we have this beautiful painting of Vlad. Which has, well, it's not always Vlad. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at these before. Is that like supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like Belle? It's supposed to be like Beauty and the Beast? Because that's kind of cool. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I was getting from it. Wait, no, did Belle wear a blue dress or yellow? I don't know. Look, I don't know. Actually, you know what? What did I say? I said my favorite items were those. I think this is actually my favorite item, the radiator. I don't know. It's so simple, but it's such a nice little decoration to add in your home. Just a little radiator. You can now make this nice little home. Has a radiator in the corner. I think it'll just be super nice. This is a really cool item. Moving on, we have a few new bathroom items. We have this old toilet with a little chain flush, which is sweet because I remember having these in like maybe even Sims 1. I just remember using it all the time because I thought it was kind of stinky. And we have a new little towel on the floor there. And a new sink as well. And a new bathtub. So basically a whole new bathroom suite. I really like the shower curtain, how it's like sort of semi-transparent that you can see through. Really nice, actually. I guess we'll move over this way first. We'll go through all these because we have a bunch of new statues and everything. So these guys, this one here, that one, and this one are all one. Oh, no, they're not one item. You know what? I didn't know that until just now. Okay. Huh. All right. No, I see what happens because... yeah, they're the same item. Right. Yeah, I thought that was weird because you can buy the individual pedestals, which obviously I've done. I didn't realize this until just now. And you can buy the individual statues, which I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then they also have them together, which I didn't realize that they were like just two items put together. So you can either just quickly plonk it down, I guess, or just customize it. I don't really get the point of having them both in there. But anyway, okay, so we don't need to see those anymore because they're the exact same thing as this. But yeah, they can go on any of those like that. Beautiful. So you get these new statues. Do a little bit of customizing. Can you scale this up well? I don't know what happens. Kind of. I guess you could move it up. Oh, whatever. But yeah, there you go. Then we have new decorative gravestones, which is really nice as well. A bunch of colors on them. Which is really nice. New gravestones, guys. Really nice. But yeah, they're cool. Really nice little decorations to put in your garden if you're trying to make it spooky, especially along with these statues. I wish I had like a grim statue, you know? That sounds kind of creepy, but anyway, over here, this one's actually pretty cool. I hope they do more of these. So these are little rugs that have a variety of different colors that you can choose from. So if we chose the same one, for example, it would make more sense, as you can see. So you can basically make your carpet runner as long as you want it to be. And the difference between using this and, for example, just regular flooring is that, well, number one, regular flooring, it doesn't always work too well. Like you don't always want, like for example, like I can't put a rug, well, in quotation mark, a rug exactly where that is because it's not on the grid. So like with that, you can place it off the grid. This would have to be there or something. It still kind of works, but this is nice. I hope they do more like this because this one is quite the stylized one. You couldn't really use this in like a contemporary home. I mean, I guess you could if you're trying to make a statement, but I just hope we get more of this. I hope we get more of these because it's kind of cool. And again, like I was saying earlier, this pack comes with a lot of stuff that scales up really, really nicely. When you scale it up, it still places together just as easily, which is awesome. So you can make it larger or you can have it as small as you want as well, which is really, really cool. So I really like that. And then we also have this new rug here, which comes with a variety of different colors. And oh, I like that one because it's like kind of old, but it's got some nice like muted colors on it. Oh, kind of cool. Yeah, so new rug there. Oh, that's vibrant. Let me get rid of that floor because that's not supposed to be there. Let's move on to, okay, I mean, you can kind of see everything there if you want, but we're going one by one. We're going to like the little living room items. I mean, look at this chair. Imagine just sitting in that. That'd be so cool. Bunch of recolor. Like all these items have so many different recolors, which is really, really nice. Another little sort of lounge chair there. A new sofa. Or I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's technically a sofa, but it looks more like a lounger. Then we have another new sofa here as well, which is pretty epic with that. Then around this side, we've got the organ, which is actually a completely new instrument, which has new songs and new music and all of that. Bunch of colors on it too. Really awesome item, actually. I can't wait to use that in the Sims. I'll be using that in the Super Sim Challenge, actually. I think it's a different skill. I'm actually not sure. I have to find out. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. We'll find out. And then this little, what is this actually? Antique book stand. It's actually really nice too. Just a nice little decorative item there. Now, a little bedroom gear. We have a nice new mirror, which we're normally going to wall, but I've just placed it on the floor so you can see it. Got the white and gold, which again is why a lot of these items would work really well with vintage glamour stuff. I love these sort of semi-transparent curtains they're doing. I really, really like that, where you can sort of see through it, but it still provides shade. Like just like with this, like with the shower. Have they done that before? I don't think they have they? This is the first time they've done that sort of... I don't think anything else uses that, because if it does, I've completely missed it, or I've not even paid attention. But I was just noting it before, that it's really nice that it's got that semi-transparent look to it. Especially on this curtain here. I think this would look awesome in like the appropriate house. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we have another pretty full-on curtain. I think these would look really cool. Just covering walls or something in like a mansion. Like behind the bed even. Would be cool. Whoa. Let me put that back. And then we got a new double bed here as well. What kind of bed is this? Is it good? Energy 7. I mean, it looks like... I feel like it'd be more comfortable than 7, to me personally, but maybe that's just me. And we've got another freestanding mirror here as well, with all the matching colors. Then, we have the coffins, which are in the bed category, along with bushes. I mean, we're getting some weird beds in the Sims 4 now. I don't ask questions, but I mean, a coffin makes sense for a vampire pack anyway. So, Energy 4, Stress Relief 2, Discomfort Relief 2. So that's the worst coffin, just a wooden box, basically. Then you have the medium one, it's a little bit nicer. It looks more like a standard coffin. And then you have like this super... I guess regal looking thing. Like it just looks like royalty. I really like the the like little skull face on there. It's really cool. Yeah, so a bunch of coffins. If you like coffins, I mean, now you could technically make a store with Get to Work, or like a funeral home that sells coffins. Huh, you could do that. Got a new toy for kids, which is pretty cool. Bearcula? Bearcula. That's how you'd say it. Definitely, you wouldn't. Why would you say beer? Beer. Well, can we get a beer cooler? Actually, it's just like a big pint of beer. Yeah, that'd be fun. Probably not appropriate for kids though. So we have a couple of recolors on this one as well. Really, really nice. And we have a new bassinet for the vampire babies. Vampire babies confirmed. Which would be awesome. Right, so moving around, we have a new wardrobe right here. Again, all the matching colors. New grandfather clock, which I think these 3 items here together look really nice, actually. And then we have a new chandelier and a smaller chandelier as well. Oh, that's weird, because we had that thing up there. So the floor cabinet. So yeah, a couple of new chandeliers. Right there. I gotta say, we've still got a few more items to go, but this pack does come with a bunch of build mode content, and I really, really like that, because there's a lot of new stuff, and especially a lot of stuff to aid building like old Victorian looking homes. And you can make them look super creepy, or you could make them actually look really, really nice with a lot of these items, which is cool. Also got a new fireplace, like this huge fireplace. Whoops, didn't mean to pick it up. This huge fireplace right here. Again, a bunch of recolors. Really, really nice. And we have new kitchen! We never get new kitchens! It's ridiculous how few kitchens we have in this game. I mean, City Living gave us this, which is the same as that, just different textures, so that doesn't count in my opinion. And then we had this from Spa, which I never use because it doesn't have enough colors that I like. And then we have this cool kitchen stuff, which I use all the time. We had one counter from Get to Work. They could have added a matching regular counter, but they didn't. We got one island counter, and then we've got the outdoor one. And then this one. Like, I mean, we need more, is what I'm saying. Excuse me, just had to sneeze. Yeah, we need more, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so this only comes with 3 recolors as well, which I don't get. Really, like, honestly, I don't understand why they've done that, because all these other items, look how many recolors they have. Look at this. Why does everything else in the game have a million recolors? Like, all of these things have so many different variations. And then they're like, when we get to the thing that we're sorely lacking in the game, nah, let's just do 3. That'll be fine. Can you add more? Can you just... Why? Like that, I don't... Even the bar that you added has more recolors, which doesn't make any sense because I assume it's designed to match the kitchen as well, is it? Actually, I don't even think it does match the kitchen on any of these variations. I guess that technically matches that and that one, but... Still, what? Just what? Add more recolors. That's ridiculous. Everything else has more than that, except for that. Why? Like everything else, I'm like, oh, they got so many, except for this. Okay, fine. Bearcula only has 3 as well. But that's not a kitchen. Like everything else, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many recolors. There's a lot of choice. It's really, really good. And I mean that. Like there's a lot of recolors on a lot of these items. And it is really nice. I mean, this fountain, look how many colors this fountain has. And then the kitchen has 3. It just annoys me. Got a few little decorative items though. Which is nice. See, look at this. Look how many colors it has. For the base of it. All it changes is the base and it has like 1 million colors. Oh man, I'm just really salty because we never get kitchens, and when we do, they don't have enough options. The cool kitchen one though was good, but that came out so long ago, and that's the only kitchen I ever use, so we need more. Then we have this. What is this? The decorative urn. Ooh, again, lots of recolors. Really, really good. Let's keep up the recolors, guys. Keep it up. We got a couple of new dining tables. A 2 square one and a 3 square one. Again, lots and lots of recolors. Unlike certain other items that shall not be named anymore. Lots of recolors for the chair. Another little floor lamp thing here. I really like that with the candles in it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, except for in a build specifically like this. And another little tabletop lamp. And then I really like these ones, actually. These are really cool. I like the red one. Ooh, really nice. And the dining chairs, and then the bar. And I think that's it. That's all the items I believe I've gone through now. So that's everything that comes in The Sims 4 Vampires game pack. If you want new build mode content or furniture, this is actually a really nice pack for it. Like even if you just only built in the game, it's actually pretty good, especially for these. Like if you want to make an old looking home, like a dilapidated home, cobwebs even, or even pair it with spooky stuff or vintage glamour, and you could get some pretty good items going here. There's a few points that I'm not 100% pleased with. Kitchens. That needs to be changed. And it would be nice to have all these sort of decal items for everybody. I don't know. It seems like for items like I understand like you can't give all items to all players, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense from a business standpoint. That makes sense, but I don't know. Like these, for me, or at least give some, like maybe not specifically these ones, but patch in other ones that everyone can use. Because I mean, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, that's it. There was no new roof patterns. I just used the default one that we had. It'd be nice if there's a new one. Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with a lot of the build mode content. I think it's actually going to be applicable in a lot of scenarios in terms of building, which I shall be building homes with. I'm definitely going to build some spooky vampire thing, or I don't know if it's specifically vampire, but some sort of spooky build for sure. Yeah, so this has just been my build mode content overview / a little bit of opinion. Because I wouldn't call this a review or like this is I'm trying to convince you of anything. I'm just showing you what's in it and what I think of it. It's not really a review. I guess I'll call it what you want. This is me looking at the stuff in the game pack. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. What you think of the game pack. If you think there's enough items. If you don't think there's enough items. If you think kitchens should have more recolors, then make yourself heard. And just because thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time and have an awesome day.